I'd like to call to order the meeting of the Village Board for August 9th, 2022. Could you please join us for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Village Clerk, would you please call the roll?
President DeSimone,
Here.
Trustee Carmona,
Here.
Trustee France, here. Trustee Fry,
Here.
Trustee Lomax,
Here.
Trustee Penicola,
Here.
Trustee Perez,
Here.
that's 7.
We will move to public comment. Does anyone wish to address the board? If so, please approach the podium and state your name.
Yes, we have Mr. Bruce Cripps.
Hello, Mr. President, Board. It's been about 10 years since I've been here with actually a problem or a comment, but I've been very happy with the state of things in Bensenville, what you guys have done, the police department, Public Works, everybody in these trying times. The comment I wanted to make, and I don't know if you can actually even reply to this, but it concerns the article that was in the Patch last Thursday regarding White Pines sale no more, and then one of the commissioners quit. And so I've been talking to a lot of my neighbors about this because we're pretty much in the dark about what's happening there. And, they're talking about, well, we should go through this rigmarole to try and have a referendum to maybe sell it, maybe not, whatever. And it appears that they had talked about it and things were moving forward, and then it got derailed for some unknown reason. And a lot of people now are really upset because we just lost a referendum for the high school, but yet they want to get $20 million to refit the golf facility, which is ridiculous because I don't think the village of Bensenville has, all that many golf players that should be burdened with that. And, they're talking about we don't want to have row after row of nondescript big buildings. Well, Jesus Christ, has these guys been over to the north side of Bensenville? That's all we've got. And it's just getting worse and worse. And we need money to be funneled into the school system and our infrastructure. And I know I've been told that it's two separate entities, but the people in Bensenville, they pay taxes, they see it as one entity. And, as far as I'm concerned, the only thing that's ever been carved in stone was the Ten Commandments. And I don't know why this can't be worked out. I mean, if we've got to sell part of White Pines, fine, but at the least, we shouldn't be burdened with $20 million in taxes. And the bad thing is if that does happen to go through, everybody's going to get hit with that same mop because I don't think a good political statement is, hey, we can't support our high schools, but we can get $20 million for a golf facility. And that's all I've got to say. That's my comment. And I'll tell you what, used to, people would just kind of let this stuff, they didn't care, they didn't vote. Well, I'm an activist. I walk up and down my street. I go to other parts of Bensenville. I bang on doors. And I talk to people and try and educate them about the ramifications of what they're doing. And a lot of people aren't happy. They don't know about this until they've heard about it. And I'm going to take printouts of that article, and I'm personally going to walk from door to door to door and tell people if there is a referendum, vote no. And, the other thing is people say, well, what the hell's going on? Why do they go through all this stuff saying they're going to do this, and then in one fell swoop, they just say, oh, we changed our mind. We're not going to do it.
Hey, Bruce, I don't want to cut you off, but we're almost at your 3 minutes.
Okay.
Frank, do you want to?
I mean, I know it's a sticky wicket, But a good political statement is not, we can't afford to do anything with our high schools, but we can get $20 million taxes from you guys for a golf club.
Bruce, we typically don't respond to public comment. That's my assistant Mary there in the back. If you give her your information, I'm happy to give you a call tomorrow.
And Bruce, I meet with anybody. If you want to wait till after the meeting and you have questions, I'll be willing to answer whatever I can.
No, I don't have any questions. I just wanted to make a comment about what's coming.
Thank you so much for your comment.
Thank you.
And I'm sure you guys see it. And I know there's been fights with this park thing for years and years and years, because I've lived here since '75. And it's getting out of control now.
Bruce, hang out till after the meeting. We'll circle back with you.
Okay,
Thank you.
do I have to buy drinks?
Are we good? Any more public comment?
No, that's it.
This will conclude public comment. Is there a motion to approve the minutes from the July 19, 2022 Village Board meeting?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Are there any modifications to the minutes? Please call the roll.
Trustee Carmona?
Yes.
Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Pena Cola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's 6.
Motion carries and the minutes are approved. The next item of business is to approve the warrant in the amount of $1,444,618.87. Is there a motion to approve the warrant?
You have a motion?
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion on the warrant? Please call the roll.
Trustee Carmona?
Yes.
Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Pena Cola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's 6.
Motion carries and the warrant is approved. There are no items on the consent agenda. Number 1 is a resolution authorizing an intergovernmental agreement between the County of DuPage and the following municipalities: Village of Itasca, City of Wooddale, Village of Roselle, Village of Bensonville, Village of Bartlett, City of Elgin, the Village of Hanover Park, and the Village of Schaumburg for DuPage to join the Stop CPKC coalition opposing merger of the Canadian Pacific Railway and the Kansas City Southern Railroads as proposed. Is there a motion to approve this resolution?
You have a motion?
Do I have a second?
Second.
There being a motion and a second, is there any discussion? Evan?
Thank you, Your Honor. This being the only item on tonight's agenda for discussion, I'm going to take a point of privilege and offer an update on this item as well. If you recall, back in December of 2021, I brought to you an intergovernmental agreement between 8 municipalities, Bensonville being one of them, ranging from the east side of the Milwaukee District West line of Bensonville all the way to the western community of Elgin and every community in between. Tonight's agenda item adds DuPage County to that coalition as our 9th member, committing up to $100,000 to represent the village in the with the Surface Transportation Board on the acquisition of Canadian Pacific and Kansas City Southern. Right now, CP runs 3 trains a day along the Milwaukee District West line. That's 3 freight trains. By CP's own admission, that number is going up 300% to 9 trains a day. Metro believes that number is higher, like 14 or 15 trains a day. We all know the impact that these trains cause us. Not only are the number of trains going to increase, CP is planning on lengthening the number of trains from 10,000 feet up to 12,000 feet, so well over 2 miles. One train can easily block all crossings in one of our communities. So we have been filing with the Surface Transportation Board, and on Friday we had the draft environmental impact study released by the Surface Transportation Board. In the 4,400 pages, which I promised you I read every single one of them over the past weekend, the big takeaway was that the Surface Transportation Board in their draft environmental study found no significant impact, meaning that the merger will likely go through. Last night I had the opportunity to be the keynote presentation at a town hall in Itasca to our residents as well as other impacted residents about this. We are doubling down our efforts. We're successful in getting the Surface Transportation Board to hold a public hearing out here in Illinois. Previously they were all scheduled to DC, which I thought was a little ridiculous to assume our residents would fly out to DC to meet with regulators. But on September 12th they'll be in Itasca. We're going to encourage our residents to join that effort. It is a draft EIS, so we can make changes. We are hopeful. The chairman of the Surface Transportation Board is Marty Oberman, who's a former City of Chicago alderman, as well as the former chair of Metra and Chicago Metropolitan Planning Agency. So he knows this area. We're hoping we can explain our cause to him and hopefully extract some mitigations from Canadian Pacific before this merger goes through. So that's a long-winded update for a simple resolution adding DuPage County to the coalition or the Stop CP KCS. If you are so inclined, please visit the website, stopcpkcs.com, to join the mailing list for updates and provide your impacted comments on how this merger will impact you.
Thank you, Evan. Any questions from the board? Please call the roll.
Trustee Carmona?
Yes.
Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Pena Cola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's 6.
Motion carries and the resolution is approved. We do not have any other reports. Moving on to presidential remarks. Over the last week, I've been getting many calls from residents who want clarification of the Park District's seemingly 180 decision to unilaterally change direction of the White Pines Golf Course. I'm still trying to understand the order of events, but I'm starting to believe that the Park District may never have really intended to redevelop the golf course in the first place. It appears that without a solid redevelopment plan or concept in place, the Park District was using the potential sale of the White Pines Golf Course as an excuse to try and raise taxes on our residents by $20 million all along. $20 million in taxpayer funds to pay for a clubhouse, by their own admission, only 95% of our residents will never use. I have concerns with that. That concludes public comment. Do we have a village manager report?
I yield my time.
Village attorney's report?
I have no report, Mr. President.
Is there any unfinished business to come before the board tonight? Is there any new business to come before the board tonight? Is there a motion, need for executive session?
There is no need.
Is there a motion to adjourn the meeting?
You have a motion.
Do I have a second on the motion?
Second.
Please call the roll.
Trustee Carmona?
Yes.
Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Pena Cola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's 6.
Motion carries. We are adjourned. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time.